Hey guys, what's up? Hey guys, what's up? We're at my desk, coming at you live from my desk. Hi. Hi. Also, let me unlock my hands. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, guys? I am so sleepy. I am so tired. I don't know what's going on. Give me 1 second. Where do we see? Yes. Okay. Is my hand? My hands are working. Kind of. Give me 1 second. Okay. That's better. Hey, guys. What is up on this fine Tuesday morning? Monday for you guys. Hey. Hey, guys. Long time no see. Yeah, I had to rearrange my schedule yesterday because I was like, I'm going out to breakfast with my Maid girls. So that's what we did. We went out to breakfast. They got me up so early. I was so tired. And we went to one of my favorite places. And they have like fun little drinks. So they all got like nasty alcoholic drinks. And then I was just like, 1 Dr. Pepper, please. They were so nasty. They were so gross. They were so disgusting. So I was able to try everyone's drink, which, if you guys did not see, Nature had the nastiest drink, which is like a coffee with liquor in there. It's nasty. I mean, Zeli loves a good drink, but I can't drink anymore. I've had to put my drinking on hiatus because of my health. But yeah, it was disgusting, which led into an indirect kiss between all of us Maid girls. It was awesome. We held hands. It was great. I had fun yesterday. No. So yeah, it was great. It was awesome. Yeah. So today, well, yeah, yesterday I went home and I was like, oh man, I think I socialized too much. I'm so tired. I'm so sleepy. I don't feel good. I don't know why I don't feel good. I got a migraine yesterday, so I have coffee this morning, which is allowed. Don't worry, I'm allowed to have coffee. But it sucks ass. So I had to make my own, and it sucks. It's disgusting. I hate coffee. I hate everything about it, and it just. Ugh. So yeah, the best thing I can do for myself when I get a migraine is drink coffee, either while I'm having migraine or a day after. Cause the day after I have a migraine, I'm weird. But yeah, it's disgusting. It's disgusting so much. I hate coffee. I hate it so much. I hate it. I also I feel like, well, yeah, I put the milk in it and sugar, but it's still disgusting. So also I want to apologize. Yeah, I'm only weird after you get what I mean. But then this is what I'm so pissed about, because I thought look at this fucking post. Panini Rigiti. So when I had the migraine, I was so delusional. I don't even remember getting into bed. I don't even remember going to bed and closing my eyes. I only had one dream, and that dream was just, Zeli, you have to post the word Panini Rigiti so you can lock in. I thought I tweeted this in my dream. Oh my god, it's so loud. I thought I only tweeted this in my dream. And when I'm getting notifications from Twitter today, as I am waking up, your new post, Panini Rigiti, has gotten 5 likes. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean I made that post for you? I did not. I don't know what it has been recently, but it's with like, it came to me in a dream. It's like the fucking picture I took of my fucking home screen, and I told you guys about this. Oh, I took a picture of the boiled man. The boiled man is on my phone, but then it's just the fucking time, and it's 2:53 in the morning. I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know what's happening with me. I feel like I'm going fucking insane. To contribute to me going crazy, I asked you guys a week ago to write fan fiction for me. I don't know if I am. Anyways, but I asked you guys a week ago, please write fan fictions for me. So far, we only have 5. So far, we only have 5, and I can just feel it. Oh, I'm going to write one as he's live. I'm going to figure out the vibe. Because that is what you guys do. All the time. All the time. It's okay that you can't read, alright? No, it's good. No, because I didn't want to tell you guys, but this happens. I'm getting so excited. This always happens when this always happens with model streams. And this always happens with other streams where I'm like, okay guys, write something down and I'll react to it. And I feel like the bold ones, they send in their stuff first. And they're like, hell yeah, this is gonna be fire. And then and then you guys in the crowd are like, okay, these are weird. It's my turn to be weird. It's okay. So I'm excited. I am so excited to see what you guys have cooked. I'm a little bit nervous I'm a little bit nervous, but it's okay. I don't know. Yeah. We're figuring out the vibes. You guys are figuring out the vibes. And I get it. I used to be the same way. I used to be like, oh, I can't send my favorite. I can't send my favorite VTuber the model that I want to send until everyone else gets their chance. Because I used to do the same thing. What will you wear? Pants where the shirt should be. Shirt where the pants should should be. So yeah, I am so excited. I am so happy. I love when you guys are able to do this. It's going to make me laugh. I am so excited. Alright, so I think we will get into I think we will get into the first fanfic. I think I know who this is from. I just am a little bit nervous about the word that I'm going to read because I'm just a little bit nervous. I'm just a wee bit nervous. Because I don't ask me how I know. I only know this word from. I'll just. Hi. The word that is used in this fan fiction is a word that I learned through another fan fiction, and I didn't know. So maybe this is a nice one, or it has in your windows. No, not that one. There was at least 3 or 4 people I can think of that wrote this one. I'm nervous. Okay. Here we go. Title: Slush Puppy. I don't know if this is supposed to be inappropriate. Okay. Maybe if you wrote this, I'm so sorry. I didn't. The vibes. I was nervous, but now I'm not anymore. Okay. I'm not nervous anymore. I'm not. Okay. I know it doesn't have a different meaning now. Holy shit. Title: Slush Puppy. Rating: it's Slush. Rating: G. Word count: 1028. ごめんね。 Now, the story is inexplicably set in Australia. is an attempt at humorous slice of life, which I am a fan of. Oh, phew. I was nervous. I was so nervous. Okay. This is gonna be so cute. Zeli stood in front of the counter. There was a machine embedded in between two shelves. To the right was vehicle paraphernalia, car fresheners, runner sprays, and so forth. To the left was cat food, dog food, and I need like a happy song. Okay. Alright. Let me see. To the left was cat food, dog food, and tissue boxes. It was all very eclectic and utterly inedible. Therefore, that Annie twisted because all she wanted to do was eat and drink her way through the various delicacies of the human world. Based on her research, Zeli had heard incredible things about servos and gas stations. Though she had little idea of what that meant, but big, bright, shiny things that she understood perfectly with her mouth agape. Thus, it was the machine in between these shelves which had Zeli's attention, so transfixed as she stood in the back of the service station. There was a big, shiny box with hard plastic cover. The plastic cover was crisscrossed with bright reds and pristine whites, and some text. I need to ask, have you ever written fan fiction? Because I'm able to just imagine everything. This is so nice. There was a big shiny box with hard plastic cover. Plastic cover was crisscrossed with bright reds and pristine whites. And then some text. Text Zeli could not read, but she could infer from the different... Are you serious? Hey, Nani! Wow! Text Zeli could not read, but she could infer from the different boxes underneath as there were pictures of strawberries, cocoa butters, and rhymes. Each picture had a metallic level associated to it, and underneath was a grate. Zeli reached down and pulled the level down. Crunchy ice sludge poured out and spooked her. A sweet sense released, artificial and yet enticing. She poked the top of the pile and licked what stuck off her finger. Tasty! Zeli cheered. But how to carry it so she could actually enjoy it? She let the rest of it drain through the grain, double-checking either the sign of this mysterious and wonderfully generous machine. She found some cardboard cups, which were taller than her forearm. So big. This is so cute! Zeli selected a cup, then placed it underneath one of the levels. She pulled it again and grinned big. Also, I keep on getting models saying, Debbie, you're saying the word wrong. So I will say levels now. It's not lever. She pulled it again and grinned big. She watched as the machine produced more of this icy treat and swirled it deep into a cup, making the most of how big they were. This was much more effective. Zeli slammed each lever, pushing... Pushing the cup along, she mixed levels with reckless abandon. Now to enjoy. 3, 2, 1. Bottoms up, and Zeli put her lips to the cup. The ice mixture came tumbling down on her mouth like an avalanche. It froze her skin and her eyes went wide. Nope. No, that couldn't be right. She pulled the cup away from her face and licked off the remnants of frost. She assessed the shelf again, found some paper stools. Using them made more sense to her than just raw dogging the drink. So she grabbed one and spilled it to her cup. Zeli sucked the mixture down. It was green on top, red underneath, brown in streaks too. Tasted like cold Joe until she hit the bottom. Then it was just water. She cringed and was hit by a brain freeze. Ah! Zeli's mouth arched downwards as she put her hand up, the sensation of the drink affecting her head struck her down like a bolt of winter, only to pass a few seconds later. Zeli's shoulders slumped. Having learned nothing from that moment, Zeli sucked down more of the icy treat. It was so yummy. She couldn't believe how wonderful the human world was to have such delights in big buildings, and for anyone to take. Truly, she couldn't have been happier as she drank in a mixture of ice and cordial. It turned white around the straw where she sucked too hard. Until that generosity was no longer the case. Excuse me, ma'am. Zeli looked up until she saw an acne-faced young adult in an apron. He had a 1,000-yard stare like he would prefer to be anywhere but here. But here was amazing! It was air-conditioned and full of yummy treats, especially towards the counter. Also, what was hiding behind that big black cabinet and white posters all over it reading danger and a bunch of different ways to die of cancer? That sounded interesting. Zeli looked confused. You, can't be doing that. Doing what? Zeli asked. That. He gestured vaguely. Zeli blinked again and stared some more. Stalemate. One which could only be broken by a wise and queenly presence. Not by mesmerizing. The bell toned for her and bowing her head so it did not catch on the linoleum frame of the entryway. She came in through the automatic sliding doors. I'm just thinking about it. Oh, dearest. Oh, wait, I have to do a voice. Oh. Wait. Oh, dearest. Please forgive my sister. Hi, Wisma. Zeli piped out. Wisma sashayed closer and placed her hand on Zeli's shoulder. Zeli stirred the straw to the ice drink to help the flavoring through it again. Wisma leaned across and paid for Zeli's drink. The youth sighed hard and promptly decided that he was not being paid enough to deal with these bizarre cosplayers. He returned to his station at the cash register. Sensing that discretion, Wisma tapped Zeli's shoulder and chaperoned her out of the building. They stepped into the blindingly bright parking lot and looked over the sea of petrol fountains. The cement underfoot was hot, but with a cold drink in hand, Zeli couldn't have cared less as they stood in the summer haze. Hey, Wisma, look at this, Zeli said, and she poked her tongue out. As Zeli had just suspected. Blissfully ignorant to commerce, the drink had changed the color of her tongue. It was now a dyed bright blue. Imagine that, how cute, a blue mouth. I always wanted a blue mouth. I feel like that would have gone hard with my design. Wisma laughed affably. Very cute, Zeli. Let's keep enjoying the human world, Zeli said. Celebrated her sentiment with another sip of her drink. Then she hummed out loud. Her brow furrowed. Hey, Wisma. Yes? Do you know what this is called? I believe humans call it a slush puppy, Wisma replied. Zeli smiled. That's so cute! The human world is so cute! The human world had so much more to offer. She was sure she couldn't wait to explore it, but not as cute as you. Wisma teased with a wink. Zeli blushed and grizzled wordlessly. As much as she liked being praised, it embarrassed her too. So she sank her feelings into the biggest suck yet of her so-called slush puppy. That was so cute! That was so cute! cute. Oh my gosh. The imagery I was getting from the whole entire fanfiction was so good. It was so descriptive. I love slice of life fanfiction. I've been reading a lot of fanfiction. And there's just I don't read books. I only read one book, and that is that. Ow! Hi, Mama! Thank you so much for the super high. And I'd say like the slice of life stuff, and also imagery, where it gets so like easily descriptive. It's just so good for me. Cause I'm finding myself getting back into a lot of slice of life fanfic. Cause it's just so simple. It's so good. And it gives you like that good warm feeling. Hi. So Mary, I can't believe this is so cute. This is so cute. If I swear to God, if you have more, I want to read more. I don't care what it's about. I just want to. I just want to read more. It's so good. You did so great. I love it. I'm good. How are you today? I don't want to listen to this song. I don't want to listen to this song either. I don't want to listen to this song. I don't like any of these. Hold on. This one's good. Thank you. I have my glasses on today. I was like, my eyeballs, I'm going to be reading, so my eyeballs, I do not want them to get dry. But I love this. I got scared. I do apologize. My brain has been kind of in a... Ow! Yay! Oh, yay. I'm so excited. Also, Clinton, thank you so much for the super. I got hit. You hit me. I got scared. I do apologize. I did get scared by the title. Don't look up. Don't look up that word. That's my fault. I am disgusting. But yeah. Anyways, good job. I can't wait to see more. I'm going to be reading some because I have a few days off. So if you send what you have written in the past, I'm gonna be reading it with my hand. I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, this is awesome. So to those who have just come in, make sure to check out the pin message in the chat. That is where you guys can put your fanfiction. We have 7 now. We have 7 now. If you want me to read your fanfiction, then do it. I'm scared, but it's okay. Also, I keep on hiccuping and burping. I do apologize. But let's get on to the next one. Okay, there was no title. Also, I did not tell you guys if I wanted a title or not. It was just free reign up to you guys. So there's no title, no author. Here we go. I feel like, wait, let me restart this song. Hold on. Zeli began preparing for another Devil May Cry 3 stream as she normally would by setting up her 3D tracking software. But today, something unusual happened. Zebi's tracking worked perfectly first try, with no arm or leg shenanigans to speak of. After starting the stream officially, smile in her heart, Zubo booted up Devil May Cry 3 and navigated to the load menu to find her save data was still there. Zabumafu channel VLU would not have to restart Devil May Cry 3 from the beginning again, and was even able to beat the next bosses in 3 tries or less. Ended stream by backing up her save data 10 times on her computer, and also on an external hard drive, and also on a flash drive that was lying around her room. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville, they say Zeli's Dante folder grew 3 sizes. Wow. Actually, my folder has gotten so small, and I've had to painstakingly go through the whole entire I'm mixing my coffee, if you guys can hear it. My fucking folder has gotten so small, and I am so sad, because every single time we have had an issue, I'm like, maybe it's something else. Maybe it's not my thousands and thousands of pictures. Well, it wasn't. That wasn't the problem. I am good. Thank you. But yeah, evil folder only has a few pictures now. But you know, that's what Twitter bookmarks are for. So, a little a little yin to my yang. This was so good. Wow, I feel like this fanfiction will be what happens during our Devil May Cry stream this week, because I have made sure every single time I have opened it that is fine. Ow! This song is called Special Spotlight by Kevin MacLeod. Thank you so much, for the super didn't wide run today. Also to everyone that did too. Thank you so much for the super. Yeah, this stream, Devil May Cry stream, will be so good. It will be so awesome. I am so excited. Alright, let's move on to our next one. These are like one shots. These are so perfect. These are so nice and simple. I need like... Yes, I did back up my save. You're welcome. Okay, here we go. I feel like I need something. I will find something. What is it called? Serious. I'll find something serious. Let me do maybe this one. Okay. Alright. Serious. They were standing. Oh yeah, no title, no author. One shot. They were standing on the metal catwalk right above the lava. And the one called Jake said, "Sure is hot in here." And the one called Sherry said, "You're pretty hot too." To which Jake replied, "Wait, are you feeling it?" And Sherry said, "Yeah." And then they kissed. I dunked my head back into the lava in embarrassment, because I was the monster they just threw into the lava. And now they were kissing up above. I know I should love myself and not call myself a monster, but I know what I am. And that's when I decided I will dunk them into the lava if it's the last thing I do. I will write this in diary, which is lava proof. When I finish doing that, bye, I love you, myself. Drink whisker and some boing boing kids. I feel like this is something I would write in my diary, because I don't know where my diary is. It's somewhere, it's probably under my pillow. But I used to close out my entries with like, I love myself. It will be okay. Or sometimes just everything will be alright. So I feel like me, I am the monster in this story. Me. Because I am in the chair. I am in the chair. I am watching two people kiss. I am in the chair. And I am sad. Panini Rigiti. Zeli Zuigiti. Yep, that's me. That is me. Yeah, I am in the chair. I am in the chair. I am in the chair. I feel for this monster. I would give the monster a kiss. So whoever wrote this diary entry just now, I would give you a kiss. You don't have to be alone in the chair. What are you saying? What, do you want both of us to sit in the chair? Do you want to sit in my lap, or do I want to sit on your lap? Is that what you're offering, Gagiyama? Okay, I'll get out of the I'll get out of the chair. Yeah, it can be your chair. Who wanna sit on my lap? Who wanna? No! I am not on this lap. I see. So, if there was nowhere else to sit, would you let Zeli sit on your lap? Bouncing Zeli on my knee like a baby. I would like that! Yay! Yay! I'm so excited. Sitting on Zebi lap, getting bent over Zebi knee, getting corrected by Zebi. You've been bad. You've been bad. You've been watching other YouTubers. You've been bad. So you would love me if I was still a chair. I mean, if I was a chair. I mean, I've never been a chair. I would let Zebi sit on my lap even if there were other seats. Okay, good. That's great. Guys, stop. I just looked over and saw my heart rate. It's going up. Yeah, my heart is behaving today. Not really, but it's better. We're doing good. Okay. Alright, on our fourth one out of 7. Yeah, whenever I look, it goes up. Evil! Stop. Go down. I want to do my potty trick. Hold on. Nice. Alright. Sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm thirsty. Cheese and rice. Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Alright. We will go on to the 4th one out of 7. Get to writing, guys. Okay. No author name, no title name. Sorry, I'm not too much of a fanfic writer. You know, every single fanfic I have read recently, I'm not a good writer, or English is not my first language, or Japanese is not my first language. And then it's just beautiful writing. So it's going to be beautiful. It would be nice to have a coherent narrative of some idea of something to write. Chances are I will probably think of something after submission class. Ideally, I would be able to insert specific jokes or references, but even if I can think of one, I don't know how to add it. I think that Zeli looks cute in her one-piece swimsuit, and she looks cute in her summer dress. If it was a nice sunny day, it would be nice to go outside, even to the beach. But what would be really funny would be if Zeli got caught in the rain or knocked over by a big wave. But if she dropped her ice cream, that would probably not be quite as funny because I don't like wasting food, and chances are I paid for it in this scenario. I find it fun when Zebi acts like a rat, agaki or kusukaki. Never mind. What does mean? Or Everyone needs to hold their tongue sometimes, but Zebi will probably say something embarrassing in public and get scolded. Hey, everyone embarrasses themselves once in a while, but Zeli makes a habit of it. What do you mean? I don't know how to close this out. Are you having a nice day, Zelians? I'm glad you guys are all having a great day. I'm glad that this author did not sign their name, because if they did, I think I would bite them. Would be a shame if they signed their name, because I would still bite them. I like how they closed it down. That's so nice. Very good. No, that's fine. That's fine. I think beach fanfics need to be written more. I don't know if it's just me getting into fanfictions that don't deal with that sort of thing, or the universes I am involved in don't have too much beach. Why is this playing again? I don't want to listen to that. Okay. Yeah, it needs to be its own genre, because I want more beach fluff stuff, because it's always silly and fun. Because imagine Zebi takes you to the beach and we're building sandcastles together, and then we get ice cream, and then I spill ice cream all over my swimsuit, and you're like, oh no, Zeli, what will you do? And I take the front of my swimsuit and I just lick it off. So it's saved. It won't be that bad. I'm like, hold on. I will clean it up. But I don't know. I feel like summer and fall are my favorite seasons to read fan fiction. Like, to have it set in. Like, oh, it's summertime, so it's hot. Because I feel like the descriptors for summer just, it tickles my brain. Same thing with fall. No, let me get off, Zabby. No, I got it. I'll do it. I'll do it myself. You paid money for it. I'll do it. Don't worry. But yeah, I'm glad with the opening and closing. It was cute. Alright, now we got another one in. 5 out of 8. So this one seems to be really sorry. This one seems to be serious. Damn! I have a frog in my throat today. So I need to have... Okay, we'll do this one. It's serious. It's serious time. If it was my choice, we'd be listening to Limp Bizkit. Rollin'. Quiero. Okay. On to the next one. The 5th one out of 8. This one's nice and long. Here we go. The rain beat against the parched earth like a drum line. You put in my favorite word. Okay. The rain beat against the parched earth like a drum line, punctuated by the crash of thunder echoing across the desert. It'd been years since the town of West... I know exactly who this is. It's parched. Parched is my favorite word. It had been years since the town of Weston had gotten more than a stray cloud. But as the locals of that dusty junction would soon find out, the weather was the least of the changes on the horizon. There was a bigger storm coming, and his name was Zeli. Barreling through the packed dirt turned mud atop a flurry of hooves. His sharp sunken eyes peeked out from under his faded leather cowboy hat. They were dark blue like a desert oasis among the salt and pepper sands of stubble on his cheeks, fixed on a town growing ever closer on the horizon. He gripped the reins of his steed, his tattered black duster blowing behind him as he raced onwards towards Weston and towards her. The midday sun filtered through the thick grey haze of clouds as Zillion set boot to the earth. The mud splashing beneath him as he dismounted his horse. The torrent of rain gave way to little more than a drizzle, composing a symphony of pitter-patters on the tin roof of the saloon before him. Hold on. Well, it looks like we got some new blood in town, said the... I don't know if this is supposed to be Zeli. Wait. Well, it looks like we got some new blood in town, said the gruff-looking cowboy, cocking his head back with a smirk as he leaned against the wood panel siding of the building. The boss don't like unexpected guests, especially on his date night. I'm so excited! Okay, I'm so excited! Oh my god. Alright. Continuing toward the door, Zelian didn't utter a word or even glance at the yokel guarding the entrance. As he reached to swing open the door, the cowboy grabbed his wrist. "You hard of hearing?" the man barked. "Hard of thinking? What are you, mental?" The cowboy pulled on hard on Zelian's arm, and as the wanderer spun toward him, he noticed two things. The first was the all too familiar scar under Zelian's left eye, peeking out between the wavy locks of his bangs. Sorry. The second was the silver revolver engraved with the letters BB. Who was this? Already out of its holster and trained right on him. Crack! Like the thunder in a rainstorm, the sound of Zelian's pistol ran throughout the empty town, one shot straight through the chest. A strong beer in his hand, a beautiful woman on his arm, and the sound of ragtime piano in his ear. I'm sorry! Hold on. Strong beer in his hand, a beautiful woman in his arm, and the sound of ragtime piano in his ear. Buford Bilkins was having a hell of a night. And even though the little lass next to him wasn't happy about the situation, he knew she'd come around. He had his eye on Zeli for a long time, and collecting a little extra debt from the Zuimu estate was all the excuse he needed to take her as a collateral. Sorry. I'm sorry. Am I a damsel? Am I a damsel? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Imagine, okay, I love before I go on with anything, I love the trope of damsel pissed at captor, or pissed at love interest, but then okay. Come on, darling, he grumbled, the smell of booze on his breath. Just forget all about that slimy sumbitch, and we can make this a night to remember! He took a hearty swig of his beer. Or forget, next round's on me, boys. The saloon roared with laughter as the goons toasted their boss. They knew the bartender couldn't charge them without taking one between the eyes, winding up an unmarked grave right next to the sheriff. The hooting and hollering grew louder and louder until it got cut off abruptly by the sound of a gunshot. The bar went dead quiet, not even the piano making a sound. They all stared at the door in confusion and anticipation. Wait! I'm so confused! This is getting crazy. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. Alright. Crash! The doors flung open as a limp cowpoke crashed into a table. Buford stood bolt upright, slamming his beer on the table, his chair thudding on the floor behind him. His door guard, now lying sprawled across a mess of half-eaten food and spilled beer, turned to him coughing up blood. "Boss," he choked up. "He's back." All eyes turned back to the door as the lone cowboy kicked them open, immediately firing shots right into the skulls of the three men surrounding the already dead guard. "Zelian," Buford said, gritting his teeth, "she ain't your girl no more." My God. But then, this is what I have to add. No, I don't. I'm not gonna add anything. As Zelian began to lift the two revolvers, his own and the one he grabbed off the door guard, the bandit boss was already lifting up the table over his head, throwing it with Herculean strength across the bar at the intruder. Taking to a sprint, Zelian slid behind the bar to cover as the table crashed and splintered behind him. It's just even better. It's just even better when you have the savior. But then What if the savior turns into being the captor? I love it. Okay. Alright, where was I? The whole building erupted into gunfire, the bottles behind the counter shattering, covering the floor in a shower of glass and booze. Grabbing a wine bottle stowed away beneath the cash register. Zillion lobbed it into the air towards the bandits with a single well-placed shot. He hit the bottle midair, getting rewarded with the screams of several men. Taking the opportunity, Zillion rolled out from the other side of the counter to see the two closest henchmen recoiling, shards of glass making blood run down their faces. He quickly turned his glance to the other three goons behind him. The three men bolted towards him, and training both pistols on the mob, he fired round after round, downing the first two. The infantry is so good. The third man, still running, stumbled over his falling comrades. As he fell, Zillion fired a bullet, not at his head, but at his hand. His pistol flew in the air in the spray of blood and flesh, the momentum of his fall carrying it straight to Zillion. A wanderer took the empty pistol in his right hand and threw it at straight one of the men, wounded by the glass shrapnel. The gun hit him square between the eyes, sending him flying head over heels to the ground. And as he was still falling, Zillion grabbed the revolver, flying toward him out of the air, immediately aiming and firing 2 shots into both the airborne men. They were dead by the time they hit the ground. As the two men felled him to the floor, gunsmoke cleared. Zillion stood to his feet. As he began walking forward, the last henchman fumbled with his belt, grabbing his gun, without even a sideways glance. Zillion fired a shot from his hip, dropping the man without missing a beat. He dropped the gun, 1 bullet left in a silver revolver, and that's all he would need. Zillion caught a glimpse of Zeli peeking out from behind the staircase at the back of the tavern. "Get his ass, Zillion!" she yelled, pointing at an oddly calm Buford. "God, what a woman!" Thunder boomed in the distance as the sound of rain grew louder on the tin roof. The two adversaries approached each other step by step, pace by pace. They stood there face to face, each one feeling the hot breath of the other as they locked eyes. "The time for words is over," said the boss with a stony face. "But you knew that." Without warning, Buford threw a fast right hook. Zeli managed to step back just in time for the punch to graze his cheek, dodging blow after blow as he backed up. He knew he couldn't beat this hulking man head-on in a fistfight. Dodging backwards, he put his boot square on the bandit's stomach and kicked off over bar top as the wind left Buford's gut. But this boss wasn't a pushover, and he grabbed Zillion's ankle, slamming him down onto the counter and catching his breath. He grabbed the cowboy by the collar. He grabbed the cowboy by the collar and dragged him through the glass and debris, running the length of the bar. "I'm gonna pee my pants!" "It's so cool!" He told Zillion to the floor, but as he hit the ground, he kicked out, catching behind the behemoth's knee, staggering him long enough to roll away and get to his feet. Zillion dashed forward, slamming his fist into the jaw of the recovering Buford, who retaliated with a swift uppercut. Even though it was hardly more than a glancing blow, Zillion was still seeing stars, still reeling from the punch. Buford charged at the cowboy like a wild bull, tackling him and smashing him straight into the doors, knocking Zillion's gun to the ground. The pair fell into mud as... This is so dangerous. Oh my god. The pair fell into the mud as the rain poured down in the torrent. Harder and harder the lightning was striking. closer, and the thunder was booming louder, strattering Zeli and Buford put a brutally strong grip on his throat and laid into him with punch after punch straight into the head. No! Zelian, get up! Come on, man! Zelian was fighting to remain conscious, blood clouding his vision and filling his mouth with the taste of copper. As Buford leaned over him for a stronger blow, Zelian spat blood right into the bastard's eyes, making him wince long enough for the cowboy to make use of the slick mud to free himself from Buford's grasp. With a hard boot to the bandit leader's face, Zelian slid back and got to his knees, but his adversary was already starting to stand up. As lightning hit the sky, Zelian caught the sight of something from the corner of his blurred vision. "Zelian!" Zeli yelled, trying to make herself heard in the downpour. "Catch!" She threw the silver revolver to Zelian, its metal glinting with the flashes of lightning. Getting up to his feet, Zelian snatched the gun out of the air, his finger landing on the trigger. Buford stood, knowing his options were becoming limited. Staring down at the man who stole his girl, caused so much suffering, Zelian took the revolver to his face, tracing the scar under his eye. The rain spattered over the initials engraved into the piece, B. Zelian pointed the gun at Buford. "I believe this is yours." The bandit charged the cowboy, letting out a bloody roar. A single shot ran out through the storm, just as the bullet was mere inches from Buford's face. A bolt of lightning struck the projectile, sending the Goliath flying backwards into the cold mud. Zelian fell to his knee, and the rain began to subside. Finally it was done. The cool western sunset began breaking through the clouds, turning the muddy street into a river of light reflecting the sun. Zeli ran to her cowboy, meow, falling to her knees and embracing him in a hug. "You really came for me," she said, tears welling up in her eyes. Zelian stood to his feet and placed his cowboy hat on Zeli's head. "For you, I'd go to hell and back." Zeli looked up as Zelian extended his hand and he helped her up. She looked into his eyes, framed by blood mixing with the rain dripping from his hair. Streaking down his face like a watercolor portrait painted in crimson. He took her hand to his lips. "My maiden." I feel like I'm gonna die. The next fucking thing. The next fucking thing is just so full of fucking charisma. Zelian pulled Zeli close to him and, taking one hand under her chin, lifted her head and kissed her in the sunset. Kissed her in the sunset. The pair left behind the town of Weston, left behind the Zuimu estate, left behind everything they knew, riding off to their next adventure together. And then she bounced on a crazy style. The end. Oh my god! I feel like I know who wrote this because I remember a question that was asked to me last week. if you have a history of writing fan fictions, I need like... I knew it. Wow, there was yearning in here. There was so much yearning in here. What? You haven't? This is so good. Holy shit. This is so good. Like the imagery was so good. There was so much cool guy energy in here. This is so good. This is crazy. You have to be kidding me. You have written more. I know you have. Like, there was no way. Like, the format as well is so good. This was so easy for me to read. There was something about, like, saving fanfictions. I think I just like being a damsel in distress. I don't know what it is. It's just so romantic when the main guy or the main savior, like, saves the damsel. And then he pulls out that, for you I go to hell and back. Like, I'm thrown. So whenever I need crazy yearning, I will just read this. This is just insane. Because I thought it was going to be like, oh no, Zeli is with Buford now, and then they have 2 men, and then they're gonna be fighting, and then, no, you cannot take my woman. Ahaha, I already took your woman. It's just fire. You need to make more. I need more. That was peak. I need to... Zeli pulled Zeli close to him, and taking one hand under her chin, lifted her hand and kissed her in the sunset. Anyways, this was so good. I am so sad it's over. Wow. See, I love the polar opposites of things. It's perfect. It's a perfect mix. And it makes me happy. 'Cause I love what you guys do no matter what. I was going to ask you about that. The MC5 Dante. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut about that specific design, but he's very charming. He is so charming without being weird. I am so normal. Okay, so the 6th... It's true. So the 6th out of 8 fanfic. No author. It's short and sweet. It's one shot. No title. No description. No word count. I just want to Okay. Here, let me... yeah, so 6 out of 8. I know. Okay, anyways, very short, very descriptive. Here we go. Zebby makes me lick her armpits for 6 hours straight. That's the fanfic. I'm picturing it. I'm imagining it. It's so descriptive. The word count, it's to the point. It's so good. I would read it over again here. It's so good. Zebby makes me lick her armpits for 6 hours straight. That's a fanfic. Wow. It's so good I could just read it another time. Zebby makes me lick her armpits for 6 hours straight. That's a fanfic. Yay! Yay! Ooh, question for you guys. Do you guys read fanfic? I think I've asked this maybe like a few times. But do you? I must know. And what? I would like to know. Put your comments down below. I want to know. You don't. Why? Leo. なるほどね。Why not? Riding your ships. なるほどね。I don't read fanfic. I got my inspiration from your link for Zebby. Oh, that's so cute. Never read one before. Is it more of like... No, but I wrote some a long time ago. Really? Not at all. Maybe 10 years ago. I saw few very specific things, but I definitely never looked for it. Just read books. Is it more of a girl thing? I don't want to listen to this song. No. 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 Yeah, that's fine. Maybe... Yeah, sure, why not? I'm not gonna ask. I'm not going to ask. Anyways, next one. Very short and sweet. Panini Rigiti. Panini Rigiti. Yep. We got another one in. This is the 8th out of 9. Okay, so this is the continued one with the Zebby Armpit. Here we go. Addendum. I would like to apologize for the previous fanfic regarding leaking Zebby Armpits for 6 hours straight. I would like to correct this by saying there was a 15-minute break in the middle to properly hydrate and ensure proper production of saliva for applying to Zebby's hot, sweaty, delicious pits. Thank you for your continued support. Others know. I think that is so fucking funny. Wow, this... I'm a little bit nervous was about the 9th one. So this was the 8 out of 9 one. I'm going to just... Holy shit. The 9th one is wrong. I didn't even see anything. I'm just a little bit nervous about what it might be about. Okay, next song, because we've been listening to that song for too much. Okay, we're going to the 9th one. It's a little bit long. Okay. This damn blue creature. I feel like this needs funky music. This damn blue creature. For that reasons, the Federation decided to promote her to a starship captain is beyond me. I remember that the sole test pilot of the Excelsior program once remarked that space was like an ocean of cyanide. The Great Void is beautiful, but hostile. We may live in space, but we will never conquer it. Instead, we build these islands of air and steel and glass and all those millions of carefully engineered subsystems, which are needed to build the hulking exoskeleton. Quite frankly, I don't think that she's qualified to operate such a machine. But there was a greater machine at work, the great political machine which slowly moves behind the scenes of the Federation. Supposedly, slimes were more biologically adapted to the space environment. Bullshit. If there was rapid depressurization, or if we were thrown out into space, we would all become ice cubes all the same. But hey, I'm not a man of politics. We dropped out of hyperspace in the system The original meaning of those words was lost long ago. Perhaps... The original... the original meaning of... I'm sorry. Whoever wrote this, you're a fucking genius. The original meaning of these words was lost long ago. Perhaps it is still archived in some ancient tome or magnetic disc. But it would need to be well hidden to not have properly digitized long ago. Personally, I just think it sounds like something a pervert would think about. What do I know? I'm fucking lost. Hold on, I have to say it better. I'm fucking lost. Read the captain's vicious lips. God fucking damn it. Just what I needed. Do I need to get involved? It's not like I have a choice. Didn't you have the TLE for the station recorded in your log? What's a TLE? I have a log? What's that response? I yearn for the sweet release of cryosleep from this posting. Do you mean to tell me that you neglected to record anything? What were you doing this whole time? One Dr. Pepper. No, not again. I won't let her be derelict in her duties, so I grab her hand as she reaches for the brown syrup and I spin her around in her chair. Captain, perhaps instead of the beverage, we should Captain, perhaps instead of the beverage, we should turn on our transponder to hail the station. Sounds good. That's it. I guess that means it's my job then to spin up the ship's radio. Okay, I'm bored. Check back later for part 2. Maybe. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Please tell me. I like the dumb captain. I wonder who the dumb captain is. My favorite line is just this. No, I have two favorite lines. Hold on. We dropped out of the hyperspace in the system of Zeli. The original meaning of those words was lost long ago. Personally, I think it sounds like something a pervert would think about. And then also, I'm fucking lost. Left the captions vicious lips. Oh, vicious, not luscious. Vicious lips. 10 out of 10. I need more. Please give me a part 2 now. Oh, look, guys, we have 9 out of 11. So, there's one. So, the next one is alternate universe to licking Zeli armpits for 6 hours fanfic, where instead of licking Zeli armpit, it's sniffing Zeli's butt. Thank you for your continued support. Ew. So we refresh. So the 11th one, I'm scared to yeah, it smells like a slush puppy. So the 11th one, I don't do anything. I don't sniff anybody's butt. I don't do anything. I am so normal and nice. I don't know what you guys are on about. Yeah, I don't. What are you guys talking about? What? No. No, I don't. Where are you getting this information? I've never done anything like that, ever. I would never. No. No, guys, that's just weird. No. Anyways, the 11th one. I hold Zeli's hand while she sits on my lap. We are both in the chair. What? Nobody is. What? What? Why is it still the same? Okay, this is fine. So that was the 11th one. I'll give you guys a few minutes if you are still lighting. That was so good. I feel like I was thrown for a loop. You guys never cease to surprise me. Hey, why is motorized wheelchair? I am confused. Yeah, we can ruminate, which I don't know what that means. Hold on, ruminate. Oh, to think deeply. So what chair are we sitting on? Here, hold on. Hold on. I think we would sit in the Virgil chair. I think we would. I think we would just sit there, and you guys would be like, yes, I love sitting with my wife, Zebby. I'm so fucking scared because two fucking two more just came in. So now we have 13. So yeah, I would sit on your lap in the Virgil chair. It'd be good. It'd be so good. Wow. I'm not even going to ask that question. Anyways, we're going to move on to the 12th one. I need this music to play the whole entire time because I read one. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm planning on playing Devil May Cry 5, and I need art of that. That'll be so funny. You guys are Virgil. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna take a sip. This fanfic is about the time I met Zeli by the park. I believe it was a Tuesday, or maybe a Wednesday. I know it wasn't a Thursday, cause Thursdays were days that the park was closed. Regardless, now that I'm remembering, it was a Tuesday, cause every Tuesday I bought a couple the boss sandwiches from Sheba Hut. What is Sheba? And I remember I was holding a sandwich, which I'll remind you is called the boss because it was essentially a pizza and a toasted footlong. I think the name has something to do with the Italian mafioso, which is a bit of a stretch. In my opinion, like pizza is Italian and mafia have mafia bosses. But I feel there is a better word for that. Maybe like couple or something rather than just the boss. Anyway, as I was eating the boss, and I had met Zeli by the little river stream in the park. Now, there wasn't much in the park that was noteworthy, but the stream was definitely the most famous spot in the park. It was the only place in the whole city that allowed fishing. Now, personally, I don't fish. I don't really have the thumbs for it anymore, so I constantly drop my rod into the stream when there was any biting. I wasn't sure if Zeli knew this or if she liked fishes. I probably should have asked her, but that point was we met up by the stream, and what a nice day that was. Are your thumbs okay? This was so cute. This was so funny and cute. It was so cute and funny. I love it. It was so cute. I feel like I'm gonna die. That was so cute. This was fire. I'm so glad we went to the stream. Also, what you said, Akiyama, is so true. Get it, guys? She's by a stream, cause she's a streamer. What is this place? I've never heard of this place before. They make toasted sab. Oh. Oh. It's CHEPA sab. Answer the question though, did you like fishes? Yes. Were you aware of that when you went to the stream? Yes. Yes? Panini Rikiti. I would kisses of fishes. I had a seal kiss me before. It was awesome and he smelled like fish. This was awesome. 10 out of 10. I hope you enjoy the boss sandwich. So we got another one. Lucky seal. I was so scared. I was so scared of the seal. It was like, oh. 10 out of 10. Enjoy the boss sandwich from that toasted sub place. Okay. I'm so fucking scared. Alright, here we go. I have to get what's like serious. No. Let me see. Okay, this I will. It was a seal. I got kissed by a seal. Here we go. Hi, Zeli. Smiley face. I jolted awake, heart pounding. Was it just a dream? It felt so vivid. Sweat drew to my skin, yet the air was icy. I shook it off, trying to focus. Thank you so much, Gus, for the super good EP bedtime story time, Mama. Yes. Hold on. I jolted awake. Also, you have good sleepy. Sometimes I forget time zones exist. That fucks me up sometimes. I jolted awake, heart pounding. Was it just a dream? It felt so vivid. Sweat drenched to my skin, yet the air was icy. I shook it off, trying to focus. Home. I was home. In bed. My phone's clock glowed 12. How are you in bed that early? Anyways. My phone's clock glowed 12. The dark windows confirmed midnight. Where is she? I muttered aloud. My voice, faint and unfamiliar, startled me like a stranger's whisper. Hello? The word echoed into the dark room and down the hall. Where could she be? Rubbing the haze from my eyes, I threw off the covers, determined to find her. The room's chill flickered my exposed skin. Her face, her voice, they lingered just out of reach, on the edge of memory. Grabbing my phone, I turned on its flashlight and searched the empty house. The beam cut through the darkness, illuminating dust might stirred by my steps across the carpet. A shadow? A face? Something in the dark? Hello? My voice reverberated, an endless ripple of sound. But there was nothing, just my own shadow. I rummaged through the cupboards and drawers, desperate for any anchor to reality. A set of car keys. Where is she? At the front door, I peered through the blinds. A little black car sat outside. If she's not here, she's gone. The night air stung my bare skin. Are you naked? Anyways, the night air stung my bare skin, colder than the house. The chill faded as my focus sharpened on the search. The car was unlocked. Sliding into the driver's seat, everything felt familiar. I glanced at the empty passenger seat, a void where someone should be. The engines started smoothly, headlights piercing the night but revealing little. The car's low hum accompanied the winding roads. The forest grew denser, darker. I've been here before. My mind blurred as endlessly twisting roads and trees merged into a seamless cascade of leaves and shadows, overwhelming my senses. A familiar place. The car stopped. I barely registered that I halted it. My feet met the cold, dew-soaked grass as I stumbled through the bush. She's here. She's waiting somewhere. Shadows flickered. A voice I couldn't place lingered on the tip of my tongue. My phone's light glinted off the eyes of insects perched on the cedar branches. The air grew colder, quieter. My breath the only sound echoing through the trees. Zeli? I remember now. Zeli, are you there? A voice called back from the darkness. What? What? A continuation. Because I just got a notification. I'm scared. Or is this a continuation? I don't think it is! I'm so sad! What? It's not! I'm so pissed! Where was I? What am I doing? Are you going crazy? My wife. I'm being dragged to a place in the middle of the woods to find my wife. Come on, it's a cliffhanger! Shit! I'm pissed! Just be fanfics that get no continuation. I love. So there's this subtype. I don't know what the genre is called. Fanfic where it's like waking up in a reality without you or without the character that you are supposed to be written with. And there was just something so I don't know, it's weird. I've only found like a few of them. But whenever I do, I'm so sad when they end. I'm so sad. So it's like waking up from a dream and you're no longer actually on Kennedy's house. You've been married this whole time. But then you wake up and you are not together. You're in a different city, a different country. So it's cool. I love stuff like this. I love spooky fan fictions. Ooh. Beautifully tragic. Maybe I don't remember what they're called, but this was so fun. This was good. I want more. It's more like psychological stuff, which I love. I love it. It's fun. So we have. Oh my God, we have 4 more. 4 more just came in. Okay. Here we go. This one is the perfect song for this. Once upon a time, there was a little blue rat named Zuimu. She loved doing her silly little dance and having a little tea party with her slimy little friends and her very large husband, who's actually just a knight and is always in a big suit of armor. They had many kids together somehow, even though he never takes off his armor. And they lived happily ever after. And that's you guys. All of you. Well, I am well. How many are we having? It's like the fucking motto that I got. So how many kids are we having on our honeymoon, Zeli? No, it was how many kids are we making on our honeymoon, Zeli? What go you here? That's scary. Yeah, they just spawned in. They just spawned in. Well, this was so nice and simple and typically one at a time. That was cute. That was awesome. I hope this little blue lad named Shmeri has a wonderful life and wonderful time making children. Anyways, my ears. We're going to the next one. A taste of something. I think that's what it's. Thank you. Hey, bossy, what's up? This is perfect timing. We just got through 15 fan fictions. If you guys want to read or write me one, and it has to contain Zeli, it can contain you. Do not obviously put your government name or government information. Welcome in. I am so excited. We had some really good fanfic. You guys missed so many good fan fiction. So next we are on this. The most normal fanfic is 6-hour armpit licking. Zeli armpit licking. That is the most normal one. Yeah. So, yeah, we had like 2 continuations of that one. Yeah, fire. So, to right on. So to have you guys come in at this time, I am not knowing what is going to happen in this fan fiction. So here we go. A taste of something. Zeli Zuimu sat behind her desk in the dark, her feet resting next to the What am I? Dante Devil May Cry? Okay. Devil May Cry. Dante, it's my 18th birthday. Zeli Zuimu sat behind her desk in the dark, her feet resting next to a landline phone that never rang. She never signed up for the service. And a stack of papers, countless potential outfit designs, real. Her feet were the only sign of life visible from the office door. The height adjustment having just broken. Business had been slow. It turned out keeping the lights off, as dramatic as it made the lighting and saved on electricity, made potential clients think she was closed. And it seemed no one quite knew what a maid detective was or why they might need one. Zeli thought it was quite simple, as her tagline explained, "I'll clean up any mystery. Give me money." Zeli took a long draw from a lollipop, like Sanji in the 4Kids dub of One Piece. Looks like another day with no clients. Maybe it's about time to order lunch, she thought, cradling the phone, forgetting for a moment it wasn't hooked up to anything. Oh, right. Her thoughts were interrupted by the clicking of heels on tile, coming closer and closer to Zeli's present location, like a shark with GPS zeroing in on its prey, or maybe like a tall, leggy blonde wearing a dress that looked like paint. Or maybe like a tall, leggy blonde wearing a red dress that looked painted on and 4-inch heels, perhaps even a blend of two. A shark in a red dress. Beads of sweat formed on Zeli's brow. As the door clicked open, announcing the client with a tinkling of bells, light trickled into the room. The light switch flipping on, the trickle into a flood. After her eyes adjusted to the light, she saw it was in fact a leggy blonde, but in a tight black dress, as though she come straight from a funeral. What Zeli hadn't anticipated was her bazongas. "Whoa, mama!" Zeli exclaimed aloud, making an aggressive cupping gesture with Zeli scrambled to her feet. From her lips past the lollipop. Well practiced but sincere. "How may I help you today?" The blonde made a valiant effort at a curtsy, only stumbling a little. She lowered her sunglasses to look Zebby eye to eye. After a pause, she asked, "Have you heard of Panini Rigiti?" "What the hell is that?" Zebby said. "That's what I'd like you to find out for me." The blonde said, producing an envelope from her bag and fanning the stack of bills inside. Zebby looked from the envelope to the blonde's face. "I think you know, this would technically be my first case." The blonde let out a sigh. A fresh set of eyes may be just what I need. Zebby accepted the envelope and threw it into a drawer as she collapsed back into her chair, preparing to take notes in case, in ketchup on omurice. She hadn't made the trip to the stationery store yet. What with having no cases? The blonde slinked down to the RGB gamer chair Zebby had set up for clients. "To be continued if you liked it. Sorry for blueballing you." Please continue it. Please continue it. What am I gonna do? I need to know what Panini Ragiti means, because I have been haunted. I've been haunted since my tweet. Early this morning. I have to lock in and figure out what Panini Ragiti means. Like, what does that mean? This is evil stream. Sandwich of Italian origin. I'm pissed. You guys blue ball me all the time. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being in the chair. Whatever. Anyways, this was so good. I love silly stuff like this. I mean, serious. It's serious. It's serious. 10 out of 10. A sequel stream. Damn. If you guys really want one, we can do one. Because it'd be fun. I don't want to be in the chair anymore. I don't want to be in the chair. Let me out. Let me out. Alright. Let's go to the 16th one. Alright. Here we go. Ow. Wait a toots. These streets aren't what they used to be. See? Sin City, but instead it's just Zeb City. Or Zin City. Yeah. Perfect. Alright. Here we go. Ow. My shoulder just cracked. Here we go. Zeli is bundled up in a warm red scarf. Hold on. I feel like I know where this is going. Stop! No, I need like... No. Okay, we'll do this one because it seems cute. Zeli is bundled up in a warm red scarf, sleeping lightly in her chair. She hears a loud knocking coming from one of the windows in the slime cave. She awakens quickly, letting out a worried, "What's that?" "It's coming from the bedroom," she says, stealing her resolve and readying herself to head up and investigate the noise. As the door to Zeli's bedroom swings open, she enters to see nothing amiss facing down, her curtain at the end of the room. Toy kata. Knocking. Toy katana in hand, Zeli walks cautiously towards the curtain as the knocking noise continues. Loud milking. Stealing her resolve once more, Zeli reaches out and gently opens the curtain, letting out a panicked scream. Ah! Zeli stumbles back, dropping her toy katana on the floor. An unknown assailant lay sprawled out between her cave window and the next, looking like they plummet to the alley below at any moment. Still knocking on the window, visually begging to be let in, lest they fall to their doom. They continue to knock on the window. "Santa!" Zeli says with a concerned expression. The person clinging to the outside of the window, dressed in a whale shark suit with a scent hat on top of its head, gives in and nods in agreement. Hey, so are we Taiga and Ryujing it right now? Anyways, as they lose their grip and almost fall, Zeli rushes back towards the window and yells to them, "Hold on!" as she slides the window open to have them inside. "Ah, you're so heavy," she says with heavy breaths as she struggles to pull them in. The person in the whale shark outfit on their hands and knees attempts to catch their breath. "Are you really Santa?" Zeli asks shyly. Springing to life, they give an excited nod to Zeli. Beginning to laugh uncontrollably, Zeli says, "Haha, what the heck?" Unsure if whether they made Zeli upset or happy, they give Zeli a worried expression. "Hey, over here," Zeli says as her eyes light up and she helps them to their feet. Zeli leads them to the living room, dimly lit by a small figure on the table of the middle of the room. Look, Santa, she excitedly points to a small glass tree. With a candle lit inside of it, illuminating the room. That's my Christmas tree, Zeli yells, wrapping her arms around the Santa's arm, looking up at them, a large smile across her face awaiting an answer. Looking down to the little slime, they give a thumbs up. I know, right? She yells. She excitedly and tugs on their arm. Yeah, I knew this would be great, Zeli says, letting go, as she begins to jump up and down, flailing her arms around with joy. Zeli jumps into Santa's arms with glee. They embrace her and begin to spin around. They fall to the ground as Zeli's scarf flies. I'm sorry. I fucking laughed. I'm just imagining it with you guys just makes it better. Her scarf flies off her neck gently, floating to the ground as she lands on top of Santa, holding each other tight. Zeli releases her grip as she sits up. Thank you, I mean it, as she reaches her hand down towards the whale shark, patting them on the head. Thank you, Zillion. The amount of models that I get saying, oh, Zeli, you put me on some good shit with Toda Doda, with Tiger and Ryuji. I love it so much. There was just something so good. I watch it before Christmas, and I forget how I do it. I can't explain it like ever, but I get to the Christmas episodes when it's Christmas. And it has been my savior every single year. I also watch it during summer. It's not summer yet, so I can't watch it, not yet. But then I don't watch it when it's the Christmas episodes. But it's good. It's so good. I am Tiger coded. I love her so much. She's so cute. She is me. This was so cute. I'm gonna die. You guys make me have cuteness aggression towards you guys. I feel so bad for Midori. I really do. She's so sweet. But my house husband Ryuji needs small woman, small lolly. 10 out of 10. Made me cry. Okay, here we go. Here is the scariest one. Hold up. Here is the scariest one. 17 out of 22. Don't worry, you guys. You can still send in fan fictions if you guys want, because I am still reading. One day, there was a rat named Zebby. Zebby smelled the cheese, and she said, ow! I'm not reading that. Thank you so much for the super dog. I appreciate it. 2-sentence fanfic. Zebby was here. She did not! Stop projecting. Anyways, I need to restart now. One day there was a rat named Zebby. Zebby smelled the cheese, and she said, I smell the cheese. Then she ate the cheese. The end. How do we feel? This was scary. I feel like I'm gonna pee my pants by how scared I am. I am so scared. It was so deep, it changed my life. She stood alone Yeah, it had clear progression. It sent chills down my spine. Very good. It had character. It had something it wanted. Then it got what it wanted. Cheese. Ow! What? Dog, I don't know what any of this means. Zeli shooters could. What? Said it's cat. What is this? Hold on. What is this? Convene at Vienna. Oh, the small guys meet up at Vienna. Hell yeah. Is that real? Do people actually do that? People that study. Why am I not invited? Why am I not invited? I'm still taking. Ow! It's real and it's canon. No, I didn't! Thank you for the sugar. I'm gonna explode you in my mind. Watch this. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, we need to like, hold on. Hold on. No, I need like celestial music. No. 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 This is fine. Following stories from the elders. Following stories from the elders of nearby villages had led the man into a spirit forest. He finally found her bathing in the river, shining in the sunlight in her slimy beauty. At first sight, both of them knew, and so they knew each other for 7 days and 7 nights. Thus he was born, the savior of the world. Seven days, 7 nights. All day, all night, all day, all night. Is this... I'm not gonna say anything. I feel like I'm gonna die. Is this schmut? Is this a lemon? Is this schmut? I feel like this might be schmut. I'm not sure. 7 days is all the time I can spell to shaboing boing crazy style. Who doesn't have headphones in? Raise their hands. Okay. Is this porn? Is this porn? Is this porn? Is this smut? Is this porn? Is this sexual things? Is this porn? Is this adulting? Is this porn? Is this sex? Is this crazy shaboing boing style bounce on it? Sorry. Anyways, next one. Anyways. Some guy with a bullying face came up to Zeli. She nodded and lifted her head, showing her armpit. Oh no, not again. Hi, I'm the monster again. I came here from under the lava that was unexplicably just left splashing around Zeli's recording room, and they're licking armpits. But this time I'm strong. I will not be jealous, and try to put them in the lava. Is this porn? Is this laying down with each other, busting it down, goated with the sauce? This was insane. This writing was... I was on the edge of my seat. Yeah, if you guys are new here, we had a Jank, Botico, and Sherry Shaboing Boing fanfiction when we first started, and it was a diary entry. So yeah, this was the continuation part 2. Pretty fire, I do say so myself. Alright, here we go. Another one that seems to be scary. Here we go. Ow! Mad Mongo, please stop. Stop with what? What am I stopping? I can stop anything in the world. I can stop missiles. I can stop war. You need to be honest with me. I have so much power. I have so much power. Tell me. Tell me specifically what I need to stop. Can you stop yourself from buying a virtual donkey? No. I can't. And I think I might. I'm just joking. I cannot. Stop my heart. Stop my heart. Like in a flirtatious way, or like physically stop your heart? I wish I knew what to stop. Maybe it is saying the sex words. I should. Okay, I'll just grab and stop it. I'll lick it too. Oh, I need you to stop my blood pressure from rising. Okay, I will no longer do anything questionable or weird or cute ever again. And I will be normal. I will be so normal. You guys have never seen normal until this time. I'm gonna be so normal. I will never do anything ever again. Instead of just me talking, I will just talk like this. This is normal conversation. Yes. How was your day today? My day was good. Even though it just started 2 hours ago. Oh, you have heard in me. Let me read the super Virtual Ducky fans. What? Go for it, Zebby. Live the dream. Thank you so much. But me, being a normal girl, I wish to not have any doggy of any man. I am saving my money, and that is what I'm going to say instead of what I was going to say originally. I love normal things. I crochet. And Taylor Swift. Anyways, on to the next fanfiction. Snoozing away. Knock, knock. I spring awake. Was it just my imagination? I looked at my clock. It was the devil's hour, the time of terror. I shivered. Ow! Thank you so much for the super money for the normal slime girl. Yes, thank you so much. I am so normal. Anyways, back to reading. The time of terror. I shivered, feeling the worst of what that could happen. I thought positive and figured it was just a raccoon on the roof. Be quiet, raccoon, I said in order, as if in reply. I heard a faint hello. I paused, got up from my bed. Slime? It was slime? I was very confused. I did the stupidest thing imaginable and smelled it. It leaked of my 4-year-old Play-Doh that I haven't removed from the container for months. I heard the knock again. From my closet. I nervously opened my closet, still half asleep, and before my eyes was nothing. I'm just going crazy, I thought, so I decided to hop back in my bed. But right before I did so, I heard something go splat. I looked over at my pillow, and sure enough, I saw her. Thanks for the bed and wheel shock, plushie. Zebby said as she got comfortable in my bed sheets. I just cleaned. Very funny, Zebby, I said as I went to grab my expensive sleeping bag from the closet. Just so you all know, think twice before you invite the blue slime into your house for the night. They say they want to give you more slime in your life, but often you get more than you ask for. P.S. Protect your plushies at all cost, or risk having them become your slime's next messy fidget toy. This was so scary, I pissed my pants. Oh, wow. That was cute. It was so cute. I loved it. Thank you. Thank you, guys. That was awesome. 10 out of 10. I like all the sound effects. It was good. It was awesome. Mongo, let's call a doctor or something. Oh! Okay, where was the... We got a continuation, guys. Hold on. Where was the... Hold on. What was the space one that I did? Hold on. It was this one. I believe we got a continuation on the space story. Where I'm the captain. Okay. Here we go. Well, it's space captain. I believe this is it. I sure hope I sure hope it's okay. It is. Thankfully, I was able to establish good comms with the station. This is Foinger 37 requesting rendezvous at Hard Dock. Thankfully, we were about to end our solitude. Otherwise, I think that against my better judgment, I would begin to consider a rendezvous at Hard Dock with the captain. Rendezvous and Hard Dock with the captain. Not that she would be able to pronounce rendezvous anyway. You stink. I only know that word because of Halo. Rendezvous point. Roger that. Cleared for approach. Foingo 37 was the response from the station. What followed after was a string of numbers and letters, which to most people would look like gibberish. But for the navigation system, these were mere numbers and letters that will bring us within visual range of the station. Being able to travel across deep space and reach a target like this is practically like hitting a speeding bullet with another speeding bullet from a million miles away. Such was the accuracy of orbital mechanics. Well, maybe after fudging around a bit to correct for navigational drift, regardless, this would be a textbook Homan transfer. Hadog. I wish I could Homan transfer my mental state off this damn spaceship. A few hours pass. I hear visual, closing on target, no response. I hear a faint twisted. I hear a faint twisted from the bridge. I suppose the captain figured out the combination. Bop it! Whatever. At least she wasn't bopping or twisting or pulling anything that would cause real damage. Foingo 37 requesting docking instructions. Cleared for 4.3C Foingo 37. Soft capture. Hard dock. The process was routine at this point. The mechanical clicking of latches, whirring of motors, and soft hissing of air as the two vessels become one. Okay, we're docked. Time to unload our cargo. The docking approach was at least a bit more exciting than berthing. I suppose this place was too much of a shithole to have a robotic arm. You never got curious? The captain responded. Transporting 100 tons of Nekomimi noodles and 30 cackle embryos. Oh, I suppose that explains it. What are the special transport instructions for? Never mind. I'll offload the neural transponders first. Thank God for space standardized intermodal containers. Alright, Captain. I just need you to sign off on the Crash! The sound of metal scraping and grinding echoed in the spaceship. Looks like we had an anomaly with the cargo transfer. I didn't do nothing. Helpful as always. I suppose it would be on me to unload the containers now. Nekomimi Doro transponder by Nekomimi Doro transponder. After that, I would probably have to break down the containers if I was bad enough. I would need to get the plasma torch. Say, how are the biologics doing? Beats me, I haven't checked. Sounds like just the thing you could do. Sounds like just the thing you could help out with then, Captain. Check back in part 3 for Catgirl Yuri. I'm so excited for part 3. So is the captain going to fall in love with said Arthur? Or is Captain going to be like, ooh, Catgirl, I need to know. I'm on the edge of my seat. I need my Catgirl, Yuri, now. That was fire as always. Fire. Absolutely fire. So good. I am so excited. Alright. That was the 21st one out of 24. You guys are cooking and you guys are cooking so good. I have to know who is writing these. I have my bet. But I'm not going to say anything. So yeah. Let me read this one. Freaky Zuimu sat in her freaky chair looking at her freaky Dante folder on her freaky PC. A freak pewter, if you will. Unexpectedly, a man who looked exactly like Devil May Cry 5 Dante walked into a room from her freaky closet door. The door of which is also freaky. Startling freaky, slightly. But not enough to break her freaky composure. Hi, she said shyly but freakily. But this wasn't normal Dante. This was freaky Dante. And without a word, freaky Dante got super freaky. Like for confreakuation. Guys, we have to smack the like button. I need to know what happens. Guys, please. Guys, please. Guys, please. I need to know what happens between Freaky and Freaky Dante. Guys. I need to know. What I like? Oh my god, it's so loud. Hi, the freak story must continue. I'm so excited to see what happens. So what I like about this is that he didn't say anything. Okay, what do you mean? I'm sorry, I don't know what happens next. I didn't think I'd get this far. What do you mean? Are you the author? I need a part 2. What's happening? You wrote it down. What am I supposed to do? You freaked it. No, you have to keep writing. Keep writing. We're on a cliffhanger. What am I gonna do? This one, I feel like I can't read this one out loud. Because I don't want to get in trouble. I'm gonna read it so fast. Ow! Thank you so much for the super dimensional merge. We'll make all these stories real if we hit super gold today. Yes. Thank you so much for the super. Okay, I'm going to read it so fast. Once upon a time, I busted inside every year, gave a trooper, so boy, the end, not porn. I bet you guys were like, oh my god, I cannot believe that she can speak that fast. Great story. No! Bashi, don't do that. I'm not reading it again. If you guys really want to know, you're gonna have to go back to... No, I can't. That's too hard. Alright, here we go. Another story. 24 out of 26. Panini Rigiti. Panini Rigiti. Panini Rigiti! Beep, beep, beep. Crash! Zeli slams her fist down on her alarm clock, smashing it into pieces. I don't feel so good, she says, heading to the bathroom. As she is washing her face, she looks up to a foggy mirror that says The words lock in. What's going on? What's going on? She yells as she clashes her fist into the mirror, shattering it. Walking outside to a patio for some fresh air, Zeli looks around the city. Oh wow, looks like everyone is getting back from bingo. She says as droves of people pass through the streets outside her window. Looking again, she notices it's not just a few people, but hundreds, no, thousands. Suddenly, everyone stops in their tracks, snapping their heads to turn to look at Zeli. They all begin running towards her building, and in a panic, she runs to the roof. A sharp pain runs through her head as some words take shape in her mind. Panini Regiti. Panini Regiti. Panini Regiti! Ah, 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 ah! Zeli yells as she wakes up on the shore of a beach, staring into the sunset, unaware of how she got there. What? When did I? Grabbing some sand in tiny hand and letting it fall. Panini Regiti, huh? With determination in her eyes, Zeli looks once again into the horizon. The sun now set. I know what I should do. I still don't know what I'm doing. I still have no idea what Panini Regiti even means. And I'm lost. I don't know. But this was fire. This was awesome. I love it. So yeah, I've Googled it. And what comes up? So Panini Regiti, the thing that does come up is my tweet and also Dave Regiti, which is a baseball guy, I think. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. Baseball sandwich. But yeah, that was good. I like this. It has me think. Alright, this one's a long one. I'm going to get out the serious music. Hold on. Every single time. Okay, serious. Here we go. 25 out of 26. Wait, this is too serious. Ow! No. Okay, we'll do this one. Squishy, thank you so much for the super Panini Regiti, the ancient summoning phrase for summoning the ancient ones. I wonder what will happen. Alright, here we go. Zeli woke with a start, her breath catching in her throat. The room was warm, too warm, as if the air clung to her skin. She blinked into the soft glow of the morning, filtering through the curtains. Home, her apartment, bathed in the pale of light of dawn. Her phone resting on the nightstand read 6 a.m. Something was wrong. A chill lingered, not from the air but from within. A faint echo of unease. She sat up, her heart unsteady. "Who's there?" she whispered, her voice steady but sharp, cutting through the quiet. No answer came, yet the silence felt alive, watchful. She swung her legs over the bed, her bare feet meeting the worn hardwood floor. The apartment was small, familiar. Every creak of the floorboards, every shadow cast by the furniture was hers. But today it felt occupied. Like someone else was here, just out of sight. She shook her head, trying to dismiss the feeling. Just a bad dream, she told herself. As she moved, I swear to God, if you guys are gonna be like, Panini no Kitty, I'm gonna blow somebody up in Minecraft. Here we go. Hell. She moved to her morning routine. The sensation persisted. A flicker of her peripheral vision, a murmur too faint to decipher. She paused at the kitchen counter, coffee mug in hand, staring at the empty space. Hello? She called louder now, her voice ringing with defiance. Nothing. Just the hum of the fridge and the distant chirp of birds outside. But then, as she reached for the sugar, a whisper brushed her ear. Zeli, her name spoken in a voice she didn't know yet felt achingly familiar, like a memory. She spun around, the mug slipping from her fingers and shattering on the floor. No one was there. The kitchen was empty, sunlight streaming through the window, glinting off the broken porcelain. Her pulse raced. She crouched to clean the mess, her hands trembling. Her voice came again. That voice came again, fainter, as if carried on a breeze that didn't exist. Zeli, are you there? It was desperate, searching, but it didn't belong here. She stood, backing away from the shards, her eyes darting around the room. The air seemed to shimmer, just for a moment, as if reality had flinched. Who's there? Where are you? She demanded, her voice sharp enough to mask her fear. No answer, but the weight of someone's presence pressed against her. That's scary! Invisible yet undeniable. Zeli grabbed her jacket and keys, needing to escape the suffocating apartment. Outside, the city buzzed with life, cars honking, pedestrians weaving through the morning rush. But even here the voice followed. It was softer, now muffled by the noise of the world, but it pierced through. She hurried to the nearby train station, the platform alive with the clatter of commuters and the hum of arriving trains. The inertia of it grounded her. She boarded a train headed out of the city, sliding into a window seat. You know me so well. The seat beside her was empty, yet she couldn't shake the feeling that someone was there, their absence louder than their presence. The train lurched forward, so rhythmic clatter calming her nerves. As the train sped along, the cityscape gave way to open fields. Then, to the edge of a forest she often visited to clear her mind. I'm going to a lot of forests today. The trees stretched tall and green, their leaves catching the morning light. She leaned her head against the window, watching the scenery blur past. The voice had faded, but the sense of being watched hadn't. She disembarked at the quiet rural station near the forest's edge, stepping onto the platform as the train pulled away. The air was crisp, carrying the scent of the pine. She wandered towards the familiar trail, her sneakers crunching on the path. The deeper she went, the more the world seemed to hush, as if holding its breath. Then there it was again, a voice clear and raw, cutting through the stillness. Zeli! It was closer now, almost tangible, but it came from nowhere and everywhere. She froze, her breath visible in the cool air. Before her, the path shimmered, the trees bending slightly like a mirage. A shape flickered just for a moment, a second. A figure, indistinct, reaching out, her heart pounded. Who are you? She shouted, her voice echoing through the cedars. The figure wavered, its edges dissolving into the light, but the voice lingered, soft and broken. I'm here, it said, fading into the wind. Zeli stood rooted, staring into the empty path. The forest silent once more. Whatever it was intangible, like an unknown face in a dream or memory. Yet it knew her name, and it was searching for her. Forgetting her fear, she reached out her hand, but in a moment it was gone. Silence. She could see no more of the figure, hear no more of his voice. Zeli lingered on the forest floor, the wind rustling through the trees. alone again in this familiar place. Wait a minute, I have an idea. Is this a continuation of the one that I read previously? Was it? Also, Ada, thank you so much for the super. I'm so into it. I have to know. God, the imagery from this was so good. You guys are talented. You guys are so talented. I need some water. I'm getting sweaty. But it feels like what is it? What was it called? Hold on. It was the one where it's like I wake up in a sweat. I know her name. Blah blah blah. I wish you guys titled it. Title your work. Keep on hiccuping. Why my slime sweaty? I'm gonna work up. But yeah, 10 out of 10. They're so we're on the 26th one out of 27. I am nervous. I am scared. Title your work. Be proud of it. So here is one. I once met a slime in my bed. Look, wait, hold on. I once met a slime in my bed. Look, her lollipops she would consume. The ketchup was flowing from the triple shot boing boing. With this poem and with the womb all too. That was the 26th one. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. I once met a slime in my bedroom. Her lollipops she would consume. The ketchup was flowing from the triple shaboing boing. Are you dying? Are you bleeding out? I feel like the poem should end with tomb. Impeg. FNAF. Yeah, I feel like it should end with tomb now. Yeah. Yeah. Cause you die and explode. Awesome. Okay, only fresh. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for the next one. I don't know what I'm going to get for the 27th one. Which you guys have gone Which you guys have gone crazy. But yeah, I'll give you guys some time. I will take this time to have some water. Kevin Backrioid. He is on YouTube. This was like YouTube music back in, I don't know, early 2010s. It's awesome. Alright, let me refresh. Okay. I need like crazy love music. Okay, this is perfect. Crazy love music. 27th one. Freaky Zuimu and Freaky Dante absolutely freaked it all over the freak cave in every freakable position until their concept of time turned into freaky time. And when the freaking was done, they stared longingly and freakily into each other's freaky eyes in a freaker's embrace. Neither of them knew how long it'd been because of just how much they freaked it. Softly but firmly and freakily, Freaky Dante spoke his first words to Freaky. This party's getting crazy. And Freaky swooned freakily in his freaky arms and buried herself in his huge freaky chest. But how small Freaky is. They stayed like this for what felt like hours, just freakily holding each other, intertwined as tightly and as freakily as possible. Freaky Zuimu asked if they could freak like this forever, until forever felt like for freaker. And Freaky Dante clung tighter and freakier. And then they got freaky married in a freaky church the next freaky morning, living freakily ever after. That was the freakiest story I have ever read. Wow, this was so freaky and awesome. That was the 27th one out of 27. You guys still have time to put in your fanfictions, but if I don't get any more today, it will be fine. I will give you guys homework to do more. No, it was a freak daydream. It's so awesome. This is the best stream ever. It has been the best one, in my opinion. I am so happy. And what I said still holds true. You guys are such chronic. I'm gonna feel out the vibe for the first few, and I'm gonna get crazy with it. And I love that about you guys. 10 out of 10. This party got freaky. This party's getting freaky. Let's freak. Yeah, it got pretty crazy. Now we're gonna have a part 2. If you guys want, we'll do a part 2. It'll be the same, Google forum or whatever. I will just make a mental note that we stopped at Freaky Zuimu and Freaky Dante story. Okay. Yeah, so I stopped there. 27th one. But yeah, I'll probably do this soon. I don't know. It's gonna be kind of. Oh no! Another one just came in. Here we go. Okay. So another one just came in, and now I have to just erase what I said. I'm really excited for this one. Yeah, maybe there will be more. Alright. I need like a crazy. Yes. This one's perfect. The 28th one. Don't worry, if you guys still are writing right now, take your time. Okay, it's titled A Second Taste. In a tiny dark room under a bare bulb, Zeli stared down her interrogation subject, handcuffed to the most uncomfortable chair she could scavenge from a local dump. The sooner you tell me what you know, the sooner you can go back to your cell, Zeli said, each word punctuated by a punch, sprat, slurp, slump, wet sounds echoing in the bare in the bare room. Zeli shook the blue slime from her hands. Thanks for helping me practice my questioning, Zelian, Zeli said, a smile entering her eyes the way her fists had just entered her partner's face, suddenly and forcefully, but with a certain gentleness. John Zillion slipped out of the handcuffs and back to the floor from the chair, tipping a non-existent hat, as if to say, "For you, anytime, Zebby." Zebby scribbled onto a notepad and let crayon. You can just hit them till they tell you stuff. Pretty cool. Note, the stuff they tell you might not be true. With the help of her assistant, Zebby had been undergoing a type of detective training boot camp, mostly watching episodes of Detective Conan in the office and beating up Zillion. She was starting to feel ready to tackle her first case. I'll keep working on it. Good. Keep working on it. This was fire. 10 out of 10. I'm excited to see what sort of poinky sloinky they get up to. Her and John Zillion. That sounds like a real name. Hold on. Nope. I do watch Cops. It's so awesome and fun. What do you mean it could be a real name? Imagine if it is. It would be so good. It would be so good. I'll give you guys like five-ish more minutes. So at 12:05, that will be the last. What's it called? That will be the last fanfics for today. So ending in 05, whatever time it is. My God, you guys are so funny. It's crazy. I was not expecting to laugh. I was not expecting to laugh so much today. Especially with Bossy coming in. That was funny. That was funny. Yeah, I feel like you guys have a knack for writing. Let me play this song. Yippee! Ooh, Bata! Thank you so much for the member message for 15 months. I haven't properly written anything in a long time, but I just had a 1940s, 1950s detective novel arc, so I'll keep pounding the story out. Please! Ow! I'd love to hear more. There's something, I don't know, you guys might be turning me into a little detective liker. I think it's quite fun. I know, thank you so much for the super. Let's get this go. I didn't think I would write anything beyond the first one, and then Freaky Remote happened. Yeah. I think the reason why I like the detective stuff was the Sin City, which we talked about it. the Sin City, what's it called? Comics, and also when the movie came out. I used to be into it a lot. Ow! Thank you, baby, for the super good job every time. Alright, thank you so much for the super as well. Yada. Woo, 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 woo. But you guys are very talented. I love Hellboy. Hellboy's cool. Cool as fuck. Now you guys, you're gonna get me back into all my detective likes. Is Leon a detective? Technically, he's more of like a government man. Yeah, I have some of their comics, which is cool. Yeah, I love them. We still have like 3 minutes for submissions. We have 3 minutes for submissions. I'm not a big fan of the government. Totally not a big fan of the government. Totally never babble dabble do babble dabble. Not a big fan of the government. Awesome. Cool. Babble dabble babble dabble dabble. I am never a big fan of the government. I am a hater of the government. I truly dislike the government. I hate the government. Yeah, he's a fed. He's a fed. Yeah, Sin City Comics is weird. They get weird. Also, the movie is weird. Strange. Alright, 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. Ow. Okay, thank you so much for the super. Leonard Kennedy fanfic feeling shirtless. Oh, let me put the actual image of Dante. Here, I'll look up Dante Devil May Cry. Freaky! Here, hold on. Ew! Ew! Ew, 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 ew. Why is he freaky? Oh. You know, they do have this picture. Oh, yes. Here, I will put the brothers together. Very nice. Very cool. Awesome. So nice. So wonderful. Alright, 60 seconds until the last submissions can be read for today. Ooh, funky. Ooh, funky. I'm so scared. Why is that on the screen, but then why is that gone? Ground rubbing my belly and picking my teeth with a toothpick. Where is that message on YouTube? But I see it here on OBS. I don't know. Anyways, alright, let's get into it. Last submissions. Ow. What the fuck? Okay, thank you so much for the super. Zeli on slime. I don't want to say that word. guess you guys are gonna pee your pants. Submission? I don't know. Other one sucks ass. Anyways, here we go. Here we go. Egg, fish. My name is Zebby. I built the mimic. Egg, fish. My name is Zebby. I built the mimic. Every Zeb. Egg, fish. My name is Zebby, and I built the mimic. Every Zeb. Egg, fish. My name is Zebby, and I built the mimic. Every Zeb. Egg, fish. My name is Zebby, and I built the mimic. Egg, fish. Fish. My name is Zebby, and I built the mimic. Egg, fish. My name is Zebby, and I built the mimic. Every Zeb. Egg, fish. My name is Zebby, and I built the mimic. Every Zeb. Egg, fish. My name is Zebby. I built the mimic. Every Zeb. Egg, fish. My name is Zebby, and I built the mimic. Every Zeb. Egg, fish. My name is Zebby, and I built the mimic. Every Zeb. Egg, fish. My name is Zebby, and I built the mimic. Every Zeb. Egg, fish. My name is Zebby, and I built the mimic. Zeb is a slime girl. Smiley face. Wow, this fanfiction was so clear and concise. You should go to writing school. I feel like my third eye just opened. And I know exactly who this is. Well, this was fire. I see you. I see you. I know who you are. Fire! Fire! I need a part 2. I need to know what happens. This changed my life. I can walk. Alright. Here we go. I don't know if I could read this. I can't read this one. I cannot read that one. I cannot read the next one. I am sorry. I can't. Okay. Wait, hold on. Hold it. No, it's not anything to do. Somebody was fucking I did a little bit of garble in the middle of it. There you go. I am like the dog, and you are like Doom Guy. Anyways, here we go. I'm going to. This is part 3. Part 3 of. No, it's not this one. No, it's not this one. No, it's not that one. I don't know which one I did. Okay, well, anyways, it will... hold on. Okay, it's this one. Alright, here we go. Part 3. The captain oozed down the hall towards the magical bay. Biologics are supposed to be stored at -80 Celsius. And accordingly, they are kept in the -80 freezer. You would figure that any competent medical or engineering staff would be able to operate what is essentially a fancy refrigerator. Not this crew. Looks like someone, gee I wonder, decided to unplug the unnecessary medical devices to charge their tablet. So what was supposed to be -80 Celsius instead turned to a toasty 30 Celsius. Why my yogurt fuzzy? She failed to notice the empty trays and probably failed to realize that embryos would be able to incubate at this temperature. What you looking at? Yeah. The captain froze. It was at this moment she knew she revved up. A pair of hands grabbed her shoulders and a pair of lips softly approached her ear. I said, what you looking at? The voice whispered. No response. The hands twirled her around, and she came face to face with a monumental fuck-up. The artificial lighting glinted off the creature's eyes. Not a fan of talking? I can help with that. Yeah. Ah! The captain screamed. You're no fun. The creature deeply kissed the slimy mouth, or maw, or orifice, or whatever the scientific name is for that part of the slime. That's my mouth. Their tongues twisted together as catgirl saliva mixed with blue slime. I feel bad. I feel bad writing this. I don't know how to write freaking well. Their lips parted and the captain fell to the floor panting. She was not prepared for this today. Oh, well, what's this? Why did the medical team decide that a back massager was an essential medical item? The catgirl picked up the device and with a flick of her finger, it buzzed to life. How's this feel now? Then her, and as the slime hit the ceiling, the creature's retractable claws extended as she clung to the exasperated captain. I don't want to see this. How about a different position? Yeah. The creature lifted her up and threw her to the table and began to remove the captain's latex suit. The creature's ribs moved to the captain's everywhere. The whole room was covered in a thin layer of blue slime, which was previously a cream and appearance more similar to a superfund site. What do you think happens in part 4? Somebody gets pregnant. Alright, next one. Next one. I had to read that with my eyes and with my mouth. I need March of the Spoons to play. Wait, no, Meatball Parade. Hold on. I need something serious. Hold on. No, because the next one is... Hold on. Okay, something serious. No. Okay, this will be fine. Here we go. The amount of people who are starting their stories with "Once upon a time, you have my heart." Okay, once upon a time, in the heart of Raccoon City, the world was filled with shadows and uncertainty. The streets echoed with the remnants of chaos, but amidst the darkness lay a flicker of hope, a friendship forged in the midst of despair. Ernest Kennedy, a rookie cop turned seasoned survivor, was known for his bravery and resilience, but beneath his hardened exterior was a heart that cared deeply for those close to him. One rainy night, as a storm rashed against the windows of an abandoned police station, Leon found himself not alone. Zeli, a young girl who had managed to survive the horrors of the city, had stumbled upon Leon while seeking refuge. She was small for her age, with wide, innocent eyes. You guys hear that? And an aura of vulnerability that tugged at Leon's heart. Despite the chaos surrounding them, Leon felt an undeniable urge to protect her. As thunder rumbled outside, Zeli huddled against the wall, her small frame shaking not only from the cold, but from fear. Leon crouched down beside her, his expression softening as he noticed the tears glistening in her eyes. "Hey, Zeli," he said. "Wait, no. Hey, Zeli," he said gently. "It's okay, you're safe now. I won't let anything happen to you." "What if the monsters come back?" she whispered, her voice trembling. Leon took a deep breath, reflecting on all the horrors they had faced together. Monsters are scary, but they're not here right now. And even if they were, we would face them together. He opened his arms, and Zeli nestled. I would be like this. I'm winning. Adjusts my glasses. Seeking comfort in his warmth, Leon wrapped his arms around her protectively, creating a small sanctuary against the world outside. As the storm raged, Leon began to tell Zeli the stories of heroes, tales of bravery, friendship, and resilience. He spoke of people who had fought through darkness, who had managed to find right even in the bleakest of times. With every word, Zeli's heartbeat slowed, and the fear that gripped her began to lessen. Oh my gosh, look guys. My heart is growing. Yay! Hell. Okay. Do you think I could be a hero too? Zeli asked, her voice muffled. Oh wait, hold on. Do you think I could be a hero too? Zeli asked, her voice muffled against Leon's jacket. Ah! Absolutely. I'm kicking my feet right now. You've already shown so much strength just by being here. It takes courage to face your fears, and you're doing it right now. Together they waited out the storm, sharing stories, laughter, and building their bond. Shadows that lingered in the corners of the room began to fade as Zeli's giggles echoed through the abandoned station. In that moment, Leon realized that not only was he protecting Zeli, but she was healing a part of him too. The part had weighed down by loss and despair. Is this loss? Eventually, the storm passed. The rain softened into a gentle patter, and the clouds began to part, revealing the moonlight shining through the gnarled branches outside. Leon and Zeli sat together, gazing out at the serene night, feeling a sense of peace wash over them. "See, we made it through," Leon said, ruffling Zeli's hair affectionately together. With a smile that lit up her face, Zeli snuggled closer, feeling safe and cherished. "Thank you, Leon. I'm glad you're here with me." Leon smiled back, knowing that in a world filled with uncertainty, they had for each other two unlikely allies against the chaos, bound by courage, friendship, and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. And as they sat together, huddled in the warmth and safety, they both knew they could face whatever came next, as long as they had each other. That was so cute. That was so fluffy. I love it. Who wrote this? Who is writing these things? I'm saving everyone's so I can just skim through and just read them when I want. Yeah, even the cat girl. Yuri! You did! Are you serious? It was so cute. I want meatball time. Okay. That was awesome. Good job. I like the thunder. Well, I don't like thunder. I'd be scared of thunder. I am scared of thunder. But I feel like... Good morning. I feel like whenever there's thunder in stories, I'm just like, ooh, I'm so scared. It's so nice and cute. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for the submission. I love it. Hi. It was awesome. Have you ever written anything before? It's so good. Concerto for a rainy day. I like listening to like classical stuff when it's raining. And then I also listen to my vampire music when it rains. And I pretend to be a vampire. That's the only time I can go outside. Now for something cute and funny. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. That was so awesome. Yeah. Vampire time. Alright, here we go. Next one. And then after that, I think you guys have finished with the submissions and we will be closing it for the time being. The stream, I mean. Zeli, 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 smell, Zeli, 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 Doey, Zeli. The color of Angie slime grow after I take my whale shark plushie back. You are not taking my whale shark plushies. I have my feet in the whale shark mouth plush right now. You won't be able to take him from my grasp, aka my toes. I'm not ever playing that game ever again. Yes, Mambo! His name Mambo! I think everybody should wish to be that whale shark. Yes. Alright, for the last story of today. Twice upon a time. Oh, I lost my tracking! Hold on. Okay. Twice upon a time, Zebby went freaky mode and Zuimu all over the place. The end. That is the most perfect way we can end this stream. Thank you guys so much for today. That was 34 submissions. I am now closing my tab. I will keep the fanfic form open. So next time we will be able to do more. And yeah, I'll remind you guys. I'm so happy. That was so awesome! Yatta! Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed today. I needed that little brain cleanser. I feel like we needed this. We needed this. I needed this. It was so awesome. Let's talk about what is happening this week, because I have some fun things for you guys. I have some fun news. Yeah, you guys have semi homework. If you guys want to do more submissions, and we'll do it maybe the week after next week. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. So tomorrow I'm taking off. I have some projects I must work on. On Wednesday, though, we and you got an email stating from the pools team if I'd be interested in playing their beta for chapter 0. So I am so excited to be invited to do that. If you guys don't know, I played pools, I think it was a couple of days or maybe a week after it came out. I don't know what the chapter 0 means, but it seems like they might be what's it called, expanding. Whole day at the poop. We're gonna be spending a whole day at the poop. But yeah, we're gonna be playing that game again. New chapter 0. The beta starts now, technically. So I'm excited to be part of that. Thank you again to the pools team for letting me be able to do this. I am so excited. I have needed a little bit of a cleanser, and I enjoyed pools a lot when it first came out. It was definitely a game that I was not expecting to love so much, but hopefully I will continue to love it a lot, and I know I will. Pools is scary. Yeah, what if I wear my swimsuit? What if I wear my swimsuit? Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I'm so excited. Thursday, we are going to be doing some more Devil May Cry. I have triple checked that I have not lost anything past my save. I have not. It's your birthday on Thursday. Are you gonna do anything fun? I'm so excited. Yay! Happy birthday. I'm gonna sing you happy birthday on Thursday. I'm so excited. Yay. Well, me good. With the save. So I'm so happy about that. I'm gonna be double checking every single day that my save has not moved, and that I have not lost it. On Friday, we are doing some more Bobby time. We are doing Resident Evil 6. We are doing Border Puncher Route, which I am so excited for that. And then Saturday, we are doing Elden Ring. Yeah, I keep on getting messages saying, "Oh my god, you're so close to finishing it." So I'm excited. I'm so excited. It's gonna make me sad to finish it. And then on Sunday, I will have a themed karaoke, which I'm trying to nail down the name for the themed karaoke. I'm struggling with the name. I'm not going to give too many spoils just yet. But I've been doing some research. So yeah, I'm so excited for that. I hope you guys are excited for that as well. But yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all. And then let me see what else is happening. Yeah, I guess nothing else is happening. Yeah, nothing else is happening. Make sure to check out the description for important stuff like the Slimy Tea Party. Keep it up and running. And also the PASTELMELON COLLAB keychain. It is still available. They restocked it so much. So there's lots of restocks in there. So don't be afraid if you can't get it like soon or whatever. It's not gonna go anywhere. But yeah, I hope you guys had lots of fun. I'm going to go hang out. Probably start on some of my projects so I don't have to do most of the workload tomorrow. But I hope you guys had fun. Thank you guys so much for the submissions. The forum will still be open. So if you guys want to send anything in, just feel free. And I will see you guys all for pools, for our stream out pools. Anyways, before I close, hold on. I have to say thank you for all the supers. I almost didn't. I am so sleepy. Thank you so much for the member message for 15 months, Lana. Thank you so much for the super. Clinton, thank you so much for the super. Thank you so much for the super goose. Thank you so much for the super dog. Thank you for the triple super shaboing boing. Thank you so much to Mango for the super, Ravi for the super, Adam for the super, for the super squishy for the super, Adam again for the super WhatsApp. Thank you so much for the member message for 15 months. And then again, thank you so much for the super BB, for the super modem, for the super Keith, for the devil supers, and Keith for the super just now. I have not played that game. I have been looking into it. I don't know. If it's scary, then maybe. But I will see you guys all next time. Okay. Bye bye. Bye bye bye.